Hello and welcome back to my shop. If you remember in the first video, we turned this little miniature small vase. And today in part 2 of this video, we're going to make a top for this, just like this one, that kind of snaps on. And we've already got the piece of wood mounted here. If you remember in the first video, we cut this off of the original piece of wood, and we're going to make a lid that will come out of this in this position right here to fit this. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take a roughing gouge and we're going to just round this thing down. I'm going to take a skew and I'm going to clean up the end of this. Okay. Now, the next thing we want to do is that we need to make this, get this tin in here that's going to fit down into the vase. We need to get it the right size. So I've got a set of calipers here. And we're going to just take and make a mark on here. And so we know that's about the size that we need. So we'll take that on down to my mark. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to taper this outside edge. And I know that that's not small enough, so I'll go and take this on down. I'll come back. I'll taper it again. And we're getting close. So I'll take this on down to that size because I know it's too big. And then I'll taper it again. And I can tell, I don't know if you can see this, but there's a little line right around there where it burnished it. And I know that's the size of the inside of that vase. So now I can come in here and I want to kind of back cut and make a dome on this tenon. Just like that. And I'm still a little small. And I just keep going till this thing will slide on. Okay, we're getting pretty close. Still a little tight. Just take a little bit off the top of that dome. And there you go. That thing fits really, really good. So, the next thing we want to do is that we want to take the outside of this down to where it will fit right around the top of this vase. on the outside. We don't want it sticking over. I want it to fit right on this flat spot of this vase. So that's what we're going to do next. I will take my calipers and I'll measure it. About like that. I'll turn my lathe on. And I'll put me a little mark here to give me a reference point. I'm going to take my parting tool and just knock some of this down. There's another tool that you can use. It's probably a little bit faster, and that's a carbide tip. And the best thing about using this, it moves a lot of material real quickly. So I'm going to shut it off, and I'm just going to see where I'm at. And I can tell it's a little big down in there, so I want to take it down just a little bit more. And that looks pretty good. It's still a little big, and I don't like that. But what I'm going to do is that I'm going to undercut this. Put it at a taper. And that gives you a good transition going into the lid right off the vase. Just like that. Okay? So now we determine how thick we want that rim. Now I'm going to start about right there. Which I can take a bowl gouge in here and just start moving some material away. I'm going to switch off to a spindle gouge. and I start to get whatever shape I want here. Now, one thing I like about doing this way is I leave them a little bit thicker than you normally would on a finial. And the reason why is because these things snap on and off, and when somebody is trying to open them up, so they won't break the top off. So I leave them a little bit thick. You may like them a little bit thinner, and that's all right. I don't want to leave it about like that right now, and then I'm going to sand this, and I will sand off camera because you don't need to watch me sand, and then I will be right back. Okay, I've sanded this down, and as you can see, this I can line this line up, and it will go and fit, and all the grain matches. So that's one reason why I do it like this in one piece, is so I can get these grains. There's a dark line right there going through this vase, and it's also in the lid. I've sanded up to 400, and now I will just take the rest of this off. The reason why I went on and sanded it now is so I wanted this a little bit thick back here so that I could put some pressure while I was sanding and wouldn't have to worry about breaking it off. So here we go. We're going to finish the end of this. I might block the view here a little bit, but what I'm going to do is cradle this in my fingers while I just trim this on down. To where it comes off in my hand, just like that. Now, I can line this line up. I can find them all right here, right together. And I can put that on. And you've got a nice little keepsake urn or a little vase. And one of the reasons why I like to snap on is because if they use it for an urn and they have some ashes in there, and you can turn this over and they won't fall out. So that's the reason why I do them like that. So thank you. Hit like and subscribe for me, and I'll see you on the next video.